What if I told you that your checking account, the place you feel safest parking your cash, is actually costing you money? Not in overdraft fees or bank charges, but in something far sneakier: lost value. With inflation quietly running at nearly 3% and checking accounts paying next to nothing, safe money isn't safe at all. It's shrinking.
Welcome to your Money on Easy Mode with Damien.
In this episode of Your Money on Easy Mode, we're pulling back the curtain on one of the most common money traps, which is keeping too much cash in your checking account. We'll look at how inflation erodes your purchasing power, why safe money is actually stagnant money, and the real cost of missed interest. More importantly, I'll show you how to decide exactly how much to keep in checking, where to move the rest, and why high-yield savings accounts and retirement funds are simple, beginner-friendly fixes. We'll also tackle the myths, like the idea that investing is gambling, that keep people stuck in financial quicksand. By the end, you'll know how to balance safety with growth and how to get your money off the couch and back to work for you. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, and the info I share here is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Always do your own research or chat with a professional before making any big financial decisions. Think your cash is safe in a checking account? It's not. Inflation is quietly eating it, like groceries rotting on the counter. How much money is sitting in your checking account right now? If it feels safe there, you're not alone. Most people do that. You can see it, swipe it, pay bills. Feels responsible, right? Here's the kicker. Safe isn't the same thing as smart. Leaving all your money in checking is like leaving groceries on the counter instead of putting them in the fridge. It looks fine today, but quietly, things are starting to rot. And the reason is something called inflation. Inflation just means that prices rise over time. Your grocery cart, your rent, your Netflix bill, it all creeps up, sometimes slowly, sometimes quickly. So the same $100 bill buys a little less every year. It's a slow leak in your wallet that you can't patch. Think about this. If your rent is $1,000 a month, you might park $12,000 in a checking account to cover the year. A year later, it's still $12,000 sitting there. But with inflation around 3%, that money only buys about $11,600 worth of stuff. Without realizing it, you've lost nearly $400 in purchasing power just by playing it safe. Quick question. If someone handed you $10,000 right now, would you know exactly what to do with it? Honestly, most people don't. And that uncertainty, well, that can cost you big time. So that's why I created something free just for you. Yes, F-R-E-E. And that is my Easy Mode Money Ladder. The Easy Mode Money Ladder is a simple step-by-step guide to help you figure out exactly what to do with your money and when. This is not a boring budget worksheet. This is a no-fluff guide that tells you exactly when to build your emergency fund, how much to put in it, the best way to crush your debt, and the steps you need to take, which aren't that complicated, to start growing real long-term wealth. All of this one simple step at a time. No matter where you are in your money journey, this guide is for you. It will help you plan your next money move with confidence. And did I mention that it's free? Yep, totally free and will always be free. If you want this guide, and I think you should, then go to my show notes and click on the link to my Stan store. That's simply my internet storefront where I give away this guide for free. Download it, follow it, and let's put your money on easy mode. Now, back to the show. If you're leaving money in a checking account, you're losing. A savings account could hand you thousands without lifting a finger. Leaving your money in checking isn't just boring, it's expensive. If you park $50,000 in a checking account at the national average interest rate, you'd make about $35 in a whole year. That's not even a full tank of gas today. Now, put that same $50,000 in a high-yield savings account, paying around 4.35%, and suddenly you're looking at over $2,100 in a year. That's a vacation, a brand new laptop, or months worth of groceries. And here's the kicker. It's not extra money. That's just the difference between letting inflation quietly eat your cash in checking versus putting it somewhere that actually fights back. So ask yourself, How much free money are you leaving on the table right now? Are you keeping all your savings in a checking account? That's not safe. It's like hiding cash under a mattress. Safe from theft, sure, but not from time. Be honest, are you hoarding cash in your checking account? A lot of people do, and it feels safe, but the sweet spot is much smaller than most think. Experts suggest keeping about 1 to 2 months of expenses in there. That's enough to cover rent, bills, groceries, and give you a little breathing room if something unexpected pops up. But here's the trap. If you're keeping a full year of expenses, or worse, your entire life savings in checking, you're just letting money sit still while inflation quietly eats at it. That's like stuffing your cash under your mattress. It's safe from theft, but not from time. Remember this, checking is your wallet, not your vault. It's where your money should flow in and out, not where it should camp out for years. So here's a challenge. Log into your account this week and ask yourself, is my checking account lean and purposeful, or is it secretly turning into a storage unit for lazy dollars? Here's the easiest solution that most people overlook. Moving extra cash from checking into a high-yield savings account, or HYSA. It looks and feels like a normal savings account, but instead of paying you pennies, it pays you 4 to 5% interest right now. That difference adds up fast. We're talking hundreds, even thousands of dollars a year, depending on your balance. Money you'd never see if it stayed stuck in checking. And because high-yield savings accounts are still FDIC insured and easy to access, they're perfect for your emergency fund. 3 to 6 months of expenses that should be safe, but still growing. The best part, opening one usually takes 10 minutes online, and you can link it directly to your checking. It's simple, safe, and one of the fastest money wins you can grab. Every dollar in a retirement account is a seed. The longer it grows, the bigger the tree. Once your checking and savings are in good shape, it's time to think bigger. Retirement accounts. That means things like 401ks through your work, or an IRA that you set up on your own. Here's why they're so powerful. They don't just let you invest and grow your money, they also come with built-in tax advantages that supercharge those returns over time. That's a double win that most people underestimate. Think of it this way. Every dollar you put into a retirement account is a seed. Left alone, it grows into something far bigger thanks to compound interest. The longer it has to grow, the stronger the roots. And if your employer offers a 401k match, that's not just a perk, it's free money. Skipping it is like saying no to an instant raise. Even if you start small, just grabbing that match sets future you up with a huge head start. Are you still making minimum payments and getting nowhere on your pile of debt? Let's change that. If your credit card balance feels like a boss fight that you just can't win, well, I made something for you. It's called the Easy Mode Guide to Destroy Your Debt, and it gives you the exact plan to break free. In this 23-page guide, we'll bust through common myths, learn step-by-step strategies, and you'll discover how to pay off your debt faster, without shame, overwhelm, or giving up everything that you enjoy. Whether you're into the snowball method, the avalanche method, or have no idea what either of those mean, this guide is for you. If you're ready to finally start paying down your debt, then this guide speaks plain English and delivers results. It's just $19.99 and it's available in my storefront. If you click the link down below to enter my stand store, you'll see a big green button to purchase the guide. Please don't let another month slip by with no progress. Hit pause on this video, scroll down to the show notes, and click the link to download this guide. Now back to the show. So let's knock down a few money myths that keep people stuck. You've probably heard at least one of these before. Maybe you've even said them yourself. Myth number 1, cash in checking is the safest place for my money. On the surface, this feels true. Your balance doesn't drop, and you can see the number every time you log in. But here's the catch. Inflation guarantees that the same dollar will buy less next year than it does today. So while your account looks stable, your purchasing power is shrinking. It's like storing water in a bucket with a tiny leak. The water level looks fine for a while, but eventually it runs out. Myth number 2, savings accounts aren't worth it. This one comes from people remembering the days when savings accounts paid basically nothing, like 0.01%. And yes, that stinks. But high-yield savings accounts are a completely different game. Right now, you can earn 4 to 5% interest with the same safety and FDIC protection as a regular savings account. That's the difference between earning a couple bucks a year and earning hundreds or even thousands, depending on your balance. So if you're ignoring savings accounts because they don't pay, you're stuck in the past. Myth number 3, investing is just gambling. This is one of the most damaging myths out there. Gambling is putting money down and hoping chance works in your favor. The odds are against you. But investing, especially when you spread it across hundreds or thousands of companies through index funds, is based on ownership and long-term growth. You're buying a slice of the global economy, not betting on a roulette wheel. Yes, markets go up and down in the short term, but history shows they trend up over decades. That's not luck. That's how compounding and business growth work. Here's the bottom line. Believing these myths is like still carrying around a flip phone in 2025 because smartphones might break. Sure, you're technically avoiding one kind of risk, but you're missing out on all the upside that makes modern life easier, and in this case, makes wealth building possible. At the end of the day, keeping too much money in checking feels safe, but it's really just financial quicksand. Inflation eats away at your purchasing power, the bank pays you pennies, and you miss out on growth that could be effortless. The fix isn't complicated. Keep enough in checking to cover your bills and a short buffer, then put the rest to work in high-yield savings or retirement accounts. Think of it as shifting your money from the couch to the treadmill. Still safe, but finally doing something for you. If there's one takeaway here, it's that safe doesn't have to mean stagnant. Your money deserves better than a permanent nap in checking. Take 10 minutes today to check your balance and move anything beyond 2 months of expenses into a savings account that actually grows. And if this episode helped shift your mindset, hit follow so you don't miss the next easy win for your money. See ya!
Thanks for listening to Your Money on Easy Mode. If you enjoyed this episode, then please subscribe and share it with a friend.